Welcome, everybody, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. You know, there's nothing better for taking your mind off a looming trade war than a looming war. Because, I don't know if you've seen the newspaper lately, we might be headed to one with Iran, and here's what's going on. The administration claims that there are warning signs that Iran plans to attack U.S. interests in the Middle East, but the intelligence for that is not clear. And we know that thanks to Secretary of State and reigning champion returning to rib mania, Mike Pompeo. He's a monster in the rib pit. Now, Pompeo went to Brussels this week to explain to our allies why the U.S. is so concerned about Iran. But European officials say Pompeo didn't show us any evidence. Well, that's not right. That is not right at all. We know if you want to make a case for a war in the Middle East, you have to present airtight evidence like this vial full of sweet and low. This meeting came after the administration sent an aircraft carrier, a bomber group, and other warships to the Persian Gulf region. They were deployed from their previous assignment, patrolling the Mexican border. Then, the acting defense secretary went to the White House and presented an updated military plan that envisions sending as many as 120,000 troops to the Middle East. Rising tensions in the Middle East, American military moved to the region based on questionable intelligence. The worst Throwback Thursday ever. And I'm not the only one who feels this way. So does Donald Trump. According to sources in the White House, he is not comfortable with all this regime change talk, which to his ears echoes the discussion of removing Iraqi President Saddam Hussein before the 2003 U.S. invasion. I'm just going to say this, and I know it will never be used out of context. Thank God Donald Trump is our president. Because in this case, Trump is absolutely right here. And if anyone knows how not to go to war, it's Donald Trump. According to administration sources, Trump prefers a diplomatic approach to resolving tensions and wants to speak directly with Iran's leaders. Great. Trump will get a chance to break out his diplomatic charms when he meets Ayatollah Khamenei. It is a pleasure to meet you, Muslim wizard. Nice, this is nice. Really nice. I like the place. Mr. Dumbledore of the desert, please. Don't put a spell on me. I come in peace. Now, let's see that flying carpet. Where we got that? A whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. Don't you dare close your eye. The carpet over there. Apparently, the official pushing this war is National Security Advisor and cartoon beaver asking you to litter. John Bolton has advocated regime change in Iraq, Libya, Syria, North Korea, Venezuela, and Iran. It's all promoting his business. Quagmires are us. I want to blow them all up. I'm a Quagmire kid. There's a million bombs that I could drop to kill them all with. Now, more planes, more bombs. So who's going to win this argument? The president or his national security advisor? It's hard to tell. The president was asked about it this morning.
Mr. President, are we going to war with Iran? Hope not.
I hope not, but no one can predict what that magic 8 ball is going to tell me next. Trump denies there's any conflict about the possible conflict with Iran, tweeting, "The fake news Washington Post and even more fake news New York Times are writing stories that there is infighting with respect to my strong policy in the Middle East. There is no infighting whatsoever, ... Different opinions are expressed, and I make a decisive and final decision. It's a very simple process. All sides, views, and policies are covered. I'm sure that Iran will want to talk soon." Okay, things are proceeding smoothly. Everyone gets a chance to lay out their opinion, and then I ignore them all, and it's back to Mr. 8-Ball. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Keep saying 8, I don't understand. Now, they haven't really communicated their rationale for war with Iran to the American people, or the Peatler. Partly because there has not been an official briefing from the Pentagon spokesman in almost a year. But with this looming confrontation, what they believe is going to be against a burgeoning nuclear power, the administration took action. They sent out Gene Simmons. That's not a mock-up. And I just want to say, what the hell? We're on the brink of war. And Gene Simmons is at the Pentagon podium? That is ridiculous. You couldn't get Kid Rock? Of course, the KISS Army has a long tradition of relationship to the U.S. military. We all remember this famous portrait of George Washington. From there, Gene Simmons headed to the White House. Wow. An alleged sexual harasser who wears scary clown makeup at the White House, and Gene Simmons visited. Trump was, you see, long walk, but 100% worth it. Trump was in the Rose Garden this afternoon pushing a brand new immigration plan. It's slightly more nuanced than his previous strategy. Well, the new plan comes courtesy of professional daughter husband Jared Kushner, who wants to move immigration toward a merit-based system that would favor people with high-level skills, degrees, and job offers instead of relatives. Really? Jared Kushner is really calling for an end to giving people special treatment because of their relatives? You don't want to rethink that? You don't want to? The White House wants to start evaluating immigrants on a point system based on professional skills, education levels, age, and English ability. Of course, with special waivers given to 72-year-old failed casino owners who cannot spell. The craziest part of this new plan is that it will prioritize applicants who demonstrate something called patriotic assimilation, meaning it would favor immigrants with an active interest in incorporating the nation's culture and way of life, okay? Our culture and our way of life. So if you're going to want to stay here, you're going to have strong opinions on whether Pillsbury cinnamon rolls come with enough frosting. If you say they do, back on the boat. But that's not the kind of American culture Trump's plan is looking for. They want green card applicants to pass an exam based on a reading of George Washington's farewell address or Thomas Jefferson's letter to the Danbury Baptist Association. Now, raise your hand and be honest if you have heard of Thomas Jefferson's letter to the Danbury Baptist Association. If your hand is up, you are either a liar or a member of the Danbury Baptist Association. But both Democrats and Republicans hate this plan. Politico described it as Jared's complete whiff. This Father's Day, give your man a whiff of Jared. Dangerously unqualified. White House knows this plan doesn't have much of a chance in Congress and has been describing it as a conversation starter. You know, like something provocative you leave on a coffee table, like a steaming turd. What is that? I'm so glad you asked.